Let's talk about E3 real quick, just leading up to the event at least. It's so funny to make videos like this beforehand because stuff is getting announced even and leaked beforehand, so it's kind of like nonstop and crazy. But as of right now, a lot of you guys were asking, and I want to talk with you guys, things I'm looking forward to the most, things I expect to see, things I want to see. So let me just ramble for a minute. I am going to E3 to make all the Game Ranks videos. I do want to put some stuff on this channel here. I don't know what exactly. I do want to hear from you what maybe you would want from here because this is kind of like us. First things first, I want Skate 4. Skate 4 has to be... I don't think Skate 4 is ever happening. I hope it is. I don't know. Tony Hawk is working on a new game too, but that basically means nothing now. But I am looking forward to Spider-Man. It's going to be one of the bigger heavy hitter games. It's obviously, I am expecting it to be one of the big gameplay debuts this year that will make people go crazy. Hopefully. I mean, there's a lot of potential there. The fact that it's being developed by Insomniac, it's being put out by Marvel, who like handpicked this studio not to just make a licensed crap game. So I'm having a lot of hopes here. I really think it'll be a big deal. I want open world web swinging again, like realistically, like in Spider-Man 2, where it's physics based and you have actual individual control over where your web goes and stuff like that. That's really just Spider-Man fan bullshit. I don't want to busy you with that, but I do think in a way this year could be the year of the superhero. I expect a few more superhero type things to be revealed and shown off. I would like to see Square Enix's Avengers game. I don't know if we're going to get it, but I do know word on the street is that they do have an unannounced game to show off, but maybe that could actually be the Avengers game since it never really technically became an official thing, just kind of teased. But I do know they have some things in store, and Warner Brothers has something up their sleeve, whether it's been a new rumored Batman game since forever from either Rocksteady or the offshoot that made Arkham Origins. There's got to be something there this year. I think it's time. It's been a while. They've been at the works of stuff, so I need to know. But I'm also looking forward to Far Cry 5. They're going to show off gameplay. They're going to give us a big gameplay presentation, and I really, really can't wait to see the change in setting and the tone and everything all right that we've gotten already is really exciting. I'm really 100% into it and excited just because I really like the Far Cry games, but I really want to see how they're changing up the gameplay because with it taking place in America, you can't just have random rebel outposts every 5 feet with giant towers to climb and tanks. I don't know. It could still be wacky and crazy, and it definitely will. But I'm curious to see how they change up that open world formula that they've kind of been churning out after Far Cry Primal. You know, I really think there's a lot of potential there for this to be the next big thing in terms of Far Cry games and not just another Far Cry game, you know what I mean? Not only that, but since we are on the topic of Ubisoft, I hate to say it, but I'm really looking forward to the new Assassin's Creed game, Assassin's Creed apparently Origins. There's been leaks after leaks every day, little things here and there. It's confirmed it's going to be Egypt, and I think there's a lot there. I'm just excited as a fan because I've gotten a little burnt out on the series. Still play them all, still mostly enjoy them, but when they took a year off to just work on a new game, that to me said, oh shit, they're going back to formula and they're going to, like, you know, kind of give the Assassin's Creed formula, like Far Cry, a little bit of a kick in the pants, you know, shake it up a little bit. The last few games have felt and played very familiar, and I want to change. And honestly, the setting change and just the time period probably will facilitate some of that change in and of itself. I don't know how the state of buildings were in the times of ancient Egypt, but I would love the option to be able to, like, surf down a pyramid. Can't even get that out. But on the Bethesda side of things, I get to attend their conference. I can't wait to see what they got going on, because honestly, I have no idea. There's the rumors of The Evil Within 2, which... maybe. I don't know. I'm not really looking forward to that too much. I thought the first one was fine. But the Wolfenstein definitely seems like it will be a thing. There's been so many rumors that I would bet on that a little bit. But other than that, dude, I don't know what they're doing to fill a whole conference. I am hoping to maybe get a peek at whatever Todd Howard and his team has been working on. That would be really, really cool. Maybe at this E3 I can hang out with Todd Howard again. We're like best friends now. Totally. Not at all. I think honestly that's what I would like. Like, yes, I would love the lights to go down and they announce a new Elder Scrolls game, but in a perfect world, I don't think that's going to happen. But new IP, there's lots of rumors floating around about what they've been working on, like a space game. I don't know. Whatever it is, if it's new and it's from that team from Bethesda, I definitely just want to hear about it. Then on the console side of things, Microsoft, I'm really curious to see because they have to announce a lot of games. I want more games for Xbox One, but they are probably going to really show off and name the Scorpio, and we'll finally get a real look at it. And I expect most of the games at the presentation to really tout the graphical power, whether it's Crackdown 3, 3, which I really hope we get another glimpse at. It seems like they are. I've heard hints and rumblings here and there that it's going to make a big new debut. Also, State of Decay 2, while not usually thought of as like a graphical crazy game, I expect them showing it and showing the draw distance and the graphics and the 4K-ness of it to sell the Scorpio. I do get to actually hopefully see the Scorpio while I'm there, and I'm excited for that just because it's a very weird future now of consoles where it's not just console upgrades, it's like console and then console 0.5, and then it's like a never-ending thing. It's like phones. I'm really curious to see how it's going to work out, and the ball is in Microsoft's court right now to announce this crazy new Xbox One powerhouse. That's what they've been touting it to be, so I'm looking forward to seeing them kind of like, you know, putting the money where their mouth is. Also, you guys know every year at E3 they show off Cuphead, a game that looks awesome and hand-animated and indie and awesome. They've showed it so many years in a row now. I really want to actually see this thing drop with a release date. Apparently they went behind the scenes and reworked the game, not to just make it like a co-op boss battle focused game, but to make it a fully fledged game. But either way, I really want to see that, and I want to see it like definitively this time. And Sony, what I'm thinking for Sony, now for me personally, I look forward to Sony's the most, not to like favor Sony over Xbox, but the last 2 Sony press conferences really wowed me. They blew me away. They had so many new announcements that I was all about it. But I'm hoping that this year they can kind of keep that going. I mean, last year they announced so much stuff, and I expect a lot of this year to kind of carry momentum over from last year. We're going to see more Days Gone. We're going to see more of Uncharted 4's expansion, Lost Legacy. We're also going to see way more Spider-Man, clearly, they've been saying. And we're absolutely going to see more God of War. I would expect God of War to look and feel a little bit differently than we last saw it. Last time seemed to be a little bit more of a conceptual type thing, at least from what I've heard. But that's going to be a big deal. But what I care about is just more new announcements. I get excited over new shit, you know? And I think the way they've been talking about it in an interview with Time Magazine, Sean Layden did say that there's going to be less talk, more debut games and games rolling and game footage and trailers and stuff like that than actual marketing speak. And that's good. I'm cool. I'm down with that. I won't be attending the Sony press conference in person. I'm going to be watching it from like where we're staying because Sony never invites me to things. I don't know why. I don't hate on them. It just is what it is. Also, people are still saying Red Dead Redemption gameplay may be shown. I don't know for sure. It's so up in the air because Rockstar's so weird. They don't usually show off mainline games at E3 press conferences, so I have no idea. And it's also pretty obvious we're going to get a glimpse of Battlefront 2 gameplay, like showing off the single-player campaign, showing off a bunch of stuff. And I'm into that, but I want another glimpse at another Star Wars game, like the various other Star Wars games that are in the works, like Visceral Star Wars game, the third-person action-adventure game. That's really what I want to see. I also would love to see what BioWare is working on. Apparently, they might reveal their next thing. There's been Dragon Age rumors, but also the fact that they could show off their new project that they've been working on, which is apparently codenamed Project Dylan because they want it to be the Bob Dylan of video games. I'm not making that up. I'm curious. I feel like BioWare's licking their wounds a little bit after Mass Effect Andromeda, so I want to see what they got. I want them to really go for it, you know? I have no idea, but I would say dream announcements, fantasy picks right now, what I can think of is I would really love to see, and there's rumblings and there's rumors, but I would be so happy if they showed and announced a new Splinter Cell game. I love Splinter Cell. I kind of liked where things were going. The series kind of found its way again with Blacklist. The Conviction was good, but Blacklist kind of went back to traditional a little bit. I'd like them to keep going with that, and I'm really curious. Also, bring back Michael Ironside, please. They've pretty much said that it's not going to be a thing, but I would have loved to have seen Shenmue 3 gameplay, you know, after having such a big announcement and reveal. I would love to, you know, for them to follow through on that, but I doubt it. And it got me thinking, there's been a leak or fake rumor. It looks pretty fake, but there's been a thing getting passed around of a Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater HD remaster using the Pachinko graphics from the Fox engine. That doesn't seem likely to me, at least from like what I've seen Konami's scheduling for E3 and like what I've been booking with them. And I know it's pretty much without Hideo Kojima's blessing, but I still would love to replay Metal Gear Solid 3 in a more pretty version. That's just me. I'm a slut like that. But that's some E3 stuff I'm either expecting or looking forward to or hoping to see or dreaming to see. I'm looking forward to going. This year seems really exciting more than most because there is new console stuff going on. There's a lot of new announcements. There's a lot of gameplay debuts that we're looking forward to, but also there's definitely going to be a couple surprises, which is good. It actually seems like there's going to be more surprises than last year. Last year and the year before, we got a lot of leaks. So I'm hopeful this is going to be a really good E3. I'm happy that I do this. I'm so pumped. Like I said, I've seriously been dreaming to go do this stuff since I was like a kid and when I first heard about E3, and now I am. But I do want to hear from you guys in the comments, like how you feel about this. Like, what do you really hope to see here? Are you excited for Spider-Man gameplay? Do you think it could actually have a chance at really impressing and blowing us away? And on terms of EA side of things, are you excited for Battlefront 2? I know a lot of people are very lukewarm about it. Maybe you're into sports. Maybe you're excited to see FIFA and Madden. I don't know. But if you're a Sony fan or an Xbox fan, I do want to hear your perspectives of like the press conferences you're looking forward to and what kind of announcements, you know, you're really hoping to hear. We have a lot to talk about. Hit me up down there. Let's talk about this E3 stuff down in the comments. I'll be there with you guys. You know the deal. But if you want to hit me up more, hit me up on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You know where to find me. But as usual, thanks for listening to me ramble over here. I'm Jake Baldino. Thanks for watching. You can subscribe because video games.